We've had some issues, I guess, because like last time we recorded, this lamp freaked me out. Like I thought it was new.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But that lamp has been there the whole time.
The lamp has been there the entire time.
Yeah.
Whoops.
We are nearly, a full semester through the podcast. It feels like
What?
as a teacher's husband, I feel like all
whole
of my
life.
life is just dissected by semesters.
Yeah.
And you grow up in school as a public school kid, so like feels like it's always been dissected by semesters.
Right.
And so I still like talk about things in that way. So that if that was confusing, that was why.
I mean, my whole life is centered around summer, like my job. And so I do view like a year, not calendar year, but as a school year. And I know that's not correct, but I can't
Can't stop it.
can't stop, won't stop. Because teaching and then to this, like it's the same.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard it's not a theory, but have you heard how people visualize a year? Have we talked about this
I don't know
before?
what you're talking about.
So
We
when
haven't.
you
I've seen TikToks of it though.
okay, so when you visualize the calendar year, what does it look like to you?
Like if I were to make,
Not necessarily a calendar. When you visualize
The
year,
year.
what does the year look like to you? Do you see anything in your head, or is it just an idea, a concept?
I think I picture a calendar. Like
You do picture the calendar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So like just straight down, maybe like. But
Yeah.
do you see it that way? Is it like one calendar month, and
No, like I think so when you pull up your calendar, you can do a day, a 3-day, a week, or a year. It's like I visualize like a year where all of them there's like 4 rows of 3 months. It's like
4 rows of 3 months?
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
yeah.
three.
Interesting.
And so it's just like a big.
So
Just
interesting.
a big grid, like a square grid of the
Okay,
months.
of the months.
Yeah.
Broken
Wow.
down, like looking
Into
like
days.
a calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
Liz, what does that look like for you?
On Price is Right, the really big wheel, and they look
Every single day is like that?
every month,
Okay.
and then so it's like
2012.
it's a really big wheel, and so it's just cycles that way. But I only see like the
first.
3 months in a row. So like the one previous, the one current, and the one next.
Interesting.
In the wheel.
So when you're thinking about something that happens in the future, do you see the wheel again?
You guys spin that wheel.
She spins the wheel. That's awesome.
Kind of weird though, because like spinning the wheel, you can't really like plan into the future. You just go, I guess we're gonna see if we get there.
You see, that's very like, as a planner, I really want to like painstakingly plan all the details. But just the older I get, Sonnies, sit down. The older I get, the more I realize like I can plan, but like that's not gonna happen.
That's what the Bible
Wisdom
says.
right there.
That's wisdom right
Some
there.
wisdom. Yeah, I see.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Sometimes
A tree.
I see a circle.
Okay.
Okay.
So like the year, but this is kind of abstract. Okay. So when I'm thinking about the days, like day to day, it's typically kind of like a calendar because I'm
Sure.
like, that's kind of how I visualize it.
Yeah.
But on the whole, sometimes I think of the year as like a circle, and so like we're kind of like halfway through the like a clock almost,
Uh-huh.
and then like we're getting close to starting over again. Some people see it like a line, and it just goes on like a timeline. Just keeps on going.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting.
Wow,
the
that is very
ways
interesting.
that we visualize things. Some people don't see anything in their head when
Right.
they have a thought.
Well, do you also have like an inner?
Those
What do you-
people are idiots.
Oh no.
Some people don't see anything in their heads when they
Except
hear
you,
thoughts.
listener. You're not an idiot.
Yeah, if
like
it's
and
you-
subscribe.
Yeah.
If it's you gotta subscribe. Yeah, that's good.
Do you have an inner monologue? Because
Yes.
that
Yes.
kind of freaked me out too.
So you don't? Is that
No,
what
I
you're saying?
do,
Oh, okay.
but like people that don't, it's just like there's nothing.
It's just wind.
Yeah.
Those people. I won't say.
Those people. Do you have an inner monologue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do.
So all the three of us do.
Is it your voice?
What are the odds? That's good. I don't know.
It's like
I
it
think
doesn't
is.
have. It's not a voice really. It's like I have a monologue. Like I think words. But
So is it text? Do you visualize text?
no. It's just it doesn't have a distinct voice. It's just I guess it's my voice. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't hear a voice. I like when you're reading. Do you ever get to the point where like when you're reading it, you're not like reading each word and then putting it together into a sentence. It's just like your brain is just taking it all in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My brain can't do that.
I read really slow, so I don't.
Me too. I'll read a whole like chapter sometimes and go, wait, I didn't get any of that.
No, that definitely happens. That definitely happens. No, but like when I'm reading, it's like if I'm really struggling to read, like if I'm distracted or something, I'm like, I have to focus on each word and be like, okay, this, this quick brown fox.
Yeah, right.
But then like if I'm like locked in on reading, I'm not like reading each word. It's just like
It's like
whole sentences are just like being absorbed.
It's like a movie's happening. It's just playing through the.
Yeah, it's just happening to me.
And that's another one. When you read a book, do you visualize the scenes
Oh
happening?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I wonder about, do people all do that? I
Right.
hope so, because
Right.
if not,
Otherwise, reading can be boring.
I don't
That
think
would
so.
be
That's why people
terrible.
don't like to read because they're not creating movies for themselves.
interesting. Yeah, that would
Wow.
suck. Sucks to be you. So if that's you, that's rough.
What is the point of this episode? We're just ragging. We're just gonna dog on people.
What's going on in your brain? That's the whole concept. Well,
Wow.
Reid, your socks are like vaguely Christmas socks.
Yeah,
You
these
can't
are
see
from,
them on camera,
These are
but
from our friend's wedding. Let me.
Yeah, how flexible.
no, that's awful. They're checker pattern. If you are not watching, they're checker pattern, but it's just white and green.
Yeah, so I wore these for church this morning, and so they're like.
And you showed them off, like
No,
oh,
no,
okay.
no. They're like slightly fancier, but like it works when I'm dressed
No,
up
this
a little
is
bit.
this is a new church. He can't show them
You
socks
can't show
yet.
the socks, yeah.
Yeah, well, I
Not
can't show
yet.
my ankles. Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh.
true. Be careful.
Sinner.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't know. I changed clothes, and I was like, I don't need to like dirty another pair of socks. I'll just wear these socks. They look goofy, but whatever.
Hey, rock and roll. Rock and roll.
These are not rock and roll socks.
Well, if
They're Christmas.
rock and roll Christmas,
Ish.
you know,
Yeah.
rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop,
All right.
you know?
Can we cut now? Can we wrap?
Okay, let's just
Can
call
we
it
just
here.
wrap?
Wow.
What are y'all's are you guys expecting at this point in your lives gifts for Christmas? We're getting old. Are we expecting gifts at this point in our lives?
I mean,
This is y'all's
What's-
second Christmas married.
yeah,
Right.
so it's my birthday, our anniversary, Christmas, and then Jonathan's birthday. Like,
Boom,
we
boom,
really
boom.
stacked.
You did this to yourself.
We really did it to ourselves, and they're all honestly like 2 weeks apart.
It's like perfect almost.
yeah. So we just set like a budget, and we're like doing stockings, but like
Cool.
none
Yeah.
of his things that he bought for me fit in my stocking, and all but one fits in his. So like, we bought gifts
I
for.
get you. Yeah.
We didn't do like an anniversary, birthday, whatever. But for Christmas, it was really hard to come up with like a list because both sides of the family were asking for lists, and I'm like, we just buy stuff for ourselves
We're
through the
adults,
year.
Yeah.
So like we're anticipating people buying us things, but not expecting it.
Yeah.
So it's a weird it's a weird thing.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat where people ask me for a list, and I just don't really have one, and so I have to like go and like intentionally create one, and it's not super easy because I'm like I don't know.
Pokemon
I
cards.
kind of like have what I need, A lot of it's like I need to finish these like collecting commentaries. Like I have books that I'm missing
Right,
from commentary
yeah.
series. I'm like, if you want to get one of those, that's cool. Although apparently I was looking at one of them. Some of the commentaries in this series are not out yet, so
Really?
frustrating. Yeah,
Huh.
they're still writing.
Wow. Very current.
Yeah. So am I expecting gifts? I know that Aubrey's getting me one, but I don't. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be super disappointed if I don't get Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, having kids, you feel like the fun of getting your kids presents is like kind of
Oh,
enough.
Is that the gift?
It really is, like, because I'm like, I mean, part of it too, like, I want to play with these toys too. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like, I'm getting them Spider-Man stuff. Absolutely, I want to play with these Spider-Man things. I can't wait until they're like let go age.
Oh, right.
dude, it's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say when I was a kid, I had a Spidey web slinger that you
heck
like,
yeah, I like those
put
little-
onto your wrist and you could like press the button. It would shoot silly string. Dude, that's so
They
cool.
would absolutely love that. They got little Buzz Lightyear gauntlets at Disney World
Yeah.
this year, and they're super cute with it. And they got their Meemaw got them a Zurg toy.
Oh,
and
so they're just shooting
they're like,
Zurg. Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. It's super
That's so cool.
And so that's kind of fun these days. We're in kind of a family that does gifts a lot. It's kind of a big thing. So that's an expectation to have a list. And so,
Right.
yeah, so like I started a list. I think the list I have is the same one from last year, and I just started adding to it after, and I just started throwing like anything I could think of. I'm like, I need this. Yeah, I need this. Yeah, sure, I need this. So like it's like sections. Every time I think of a new thing, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just go down this lane for a little bit. And so like I have different baseball socks and a baseball, I don't know, belt or new pants or whatever, all this kind of stuff, new cleats, whatever.
Some skills.
And literally, dang.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was tough.
Collecting socks, not hits. And so then I thought of like, oh, a new record would be cool. So then I've got like 80 vinyls that I'm like, oh yeah, I could take any of these if you feel like it.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so that's where I'm at with.
Pretty soon we're gonna like put our light bill on there. Like
literally, yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I was in my like early 20s, it was like the first time I'd like when I'd come back from Arkansas going to school. My parents were like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I was like, "A pot and pan, and like, can you like pay a bill, like my phone bill or something?" The will to keep going on.
Well,
The will. What does that say? It says here the will.
Yeah, to
Will
keep to continue on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. It's not gonna be here before Christmas.
It's not gonna be cheap
It's
either.
gonna take it's not gonna be cheap.
Sorry.
Santa
Goodness.
doesn't make that in his workshop. So
Santa's not real.
isn't he though?
Wow.
Santa's real to me? He's real in my heart.
I know you're a historian over here.
yeah.
How did
my
we
historian's
get
hat.
from
Oh, do you need the little historian hat?
No, I'm fine.
is it beret?
The little flat cap we have.
Okay.
What I really need is like you've seen pictures of like Martin Luther, like he wears that like, frumpy hat.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Okay, all right. Christmas
I'll
list.
put that on my
Christmas on your list.
A frumpy Martin Luther hat.
That's Reid's gift. He's opening for me on
Yeah.
Christmas morning.
But how did we get from like Saint Nick to Santa?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I've been doing some research on it. I mean, I knew some of it, and I mean, the thing is, Saint Nick is a real person, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So jolly old Saint Nicholas,
The
was
little
not-
Saint Nick.
Yeah.
He's
He
a
was
little
not so
Saint
jolly, and
Nicholas.
probably not so little. Either.
Okay.
So he was jolly, but not so.
No, he probably wasn't jolly.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, based on what we know about him.
Oh, okay.
Scrooge.
No, not a Scrooge. I'll tell you. But okay,
Wait,
but,
Liz.
like,
Reid's like, he was me. I'm Saint Nick.
Whoa, what a turn!
like Superman. When do you think Saint Nick was like when was he a person?
Wow.
When was he
What
alive?
a question.
Sentient
When was
person,
he a
or just
person?
like
When
was he here on
A
Earth?
person on Earth. What do you think? He's Jesus resurrected, and now
He's like,
that's not what happened.
1200s.
I think it's earlier than that. It's like, I don't know, like 300 AD or something.
Bing, bing, bing.
I got it. Yeah,
That's right.
Let's
He
go.
was. Yeah, it was
You
around
cheated.
300.
Yeah, I just read his mind. What do you? Come on, come on. Give me some credit here.
So Saint Nick was a bishop, I think, around the turn of the 4th century.
Yeah,
like
okay.
early, like late 200s, early 300s, and that's like a very pivotal time in Christian history, because that's when Emperor Diocletian, like late 200s, Emperor Diocletian had it's called the Great Persecution, right? So he's like killing lots of Christians. And being a Christian is not acceptable. Like you're not allowed to be a Christian. But then Emperor Constantine took over, and in 313, he did the Edict of Milan, where he was like, actually, you can be a Christian. It's fine. Because he became a Christian. So he became a Christian. He was like, actually, everybody can be a Christian.
As he was an emperor, or
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's like a legend where in 312 he was like fighting this battle with like somebody who was coming for his throne, and he was like outgunned. Not outgunned. He didn't have guns, right?
Yeah, right, but yeah.
he was like
Outmatched.
he was outmatched, and and he apparently, the legend is that he had a dream, and he saw a cross. And it was like, paint this symbol on your shields and then you'll be victorious. And so he had all his guys paint the cross on his shields, and then he won this this battle where he was like way outnumbered, and then he was like, "What is the symbol?" And he found out about Christ and became a Christian.
That's crazy.
That's the legend. I don't know if there's any
Wow.
really any like evidence of it,
Yeah,
but that's the story.
That's a cool story.
And so
yeah.
then the next year he's like, "Actually, guys, I'm a Christian. It's okay to be a Christian. You
Yeah.
can be a Christian if you want." And
Christ changed my life, guys.
It's cool now. It's cool now. It's okay.
My life is different.
well, he didn't make it like he didn't make it the state religion, but he was like,
Right.
you can do whatever you want. Like you can be either this or like follow the Greek and Roman gods or whatever. And so that opened the doors for like Christians to be alive, and so not killed,
Not persecuted, right? Yeah.
So Saint Nick grew up during the persecution, and then he's a bishop when it becomes like legal, like to be a Christian. And so all of these like theological debates are happening, and a really big one that was splitting the empire was like, was Jesus, was he a man or was he God? Like, was he both? Was he not? And so that's like, it was like tearing like all of the Christians in the empire apart. Like they were like actually fighting, like there were riots, like
Jeez.
Christian
Interesting.
riots about this
Wow.
one theological point. And Constantine was like, all right, guys, we're going to get all of the big bishops in here and we're going to have
We're
a
gonna hash it
council.
out. Yeah.
We're going to hash it out. We're going to have a council. So that was called the Council of Nicaea in 325. And so one of the main guys was Arius, right? And he started this thing that we now call a heresy called Arianism. And he said that Jesus was not the same substance as the Father, but he was of a similar substance. In the Council of Nicaea, it's said that Saint Nick got really, really mad, and he stood up and he walked over to Arius and he just clocked him. Like he just stood up in the council and just punched him, and they had to like be separated. And Saint Nick went to prison.
Whoa, just because he punched
for
him?
assaulting Arius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Santa's a thug.
Dude, Santa, Lowkey at the
Title:
Yeah.
Santa's a thug.
There's the thumbnail.
Yeah, so maybe not that jolly. I mean, he was like, but he was like very staunchly like, no, Jesus is God.
Yeah,
like
right,
he's the
right.
same substance. And so we, get the Council of Nicaea or the Nicene Creed out of all that, and the rest is history,
Yeah.
right? But there's some other stuff about Saint Nick that like we still see in our depictions of Santa Claus. Like there's another story you've probably heard about, like stockings. You were saying you guys do stockings. Like where do stockings come from? Well,
My feet.
Socks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Reid's little jolly socks.
yeah. So Saint Nick apparently cared for orphans and like widows and stuff like that, like a lot. Like that was a big deal for him. So after he gets out of prison, like later, there's like this family who's poor and they're like not able to pay for like their rent or whatever, something. They can't pay for something. And so like people used to hang their stockings up to like have like the fire dry them after they were washed.
Right.
And so the story is that he like came and he like threw bags of money into their window and one of them landed in a stocking. And so like Saint Nick like dropped a bag of money in someone's stocking so they could pay for their rent.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Saint Nick was like a real person, and he was like kind of like not somber, but like he wasn't like jolly Saint Nick. But eventually, there's all these crazy stories about like Christmas traditions and stuff like that. Like we just had an event at our church. Our church didn't host it. Our church wasn't running it, but our facility hosted it. It was like, should we celebrate Christmas because of like pagan traditions and all that stuff, right?
Because a lot of people will say that Christmas basically comes from these pagan holidays
Yeah.
Right.
and
The
festivals.
tree and
Saturnalia or
yeah.
Yuletide, like
Right.
yeah.
So it's like we've just co-opted these other traditions
Right.
and made them Christian.
Right.
Which I don't even necessarily think is that bad of a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like I don't find that to be an issue for me.
Right.
Like to me, it's like if we're gonna redeem other things, we talked about this with Halloween. It's
Yeah.
like if we can
Right,
redeem
right.
other stuff, like if God can redeem me, I can redeem a holiday that's supposedly
exactly.
I think Paul talks about it too. And so yeah. So did y'all talk about any of those traditions and whether or not they were legit or whether or not?
Yeah. So the way it works is like there's people who are on a panel. Like they present two sides. Like one person gives like a speech about what they believe, and he was talking about like how it's mostly syncretistic, which means that like Christianity just took a bunch of pagan stuff and just kind of was like it's okay if we just do both of them and we just talk about Jesus, you know?
Right.
And then the other guy was like, actually, there's a lot of evidence that all of this Christian stuff came before we were in contact with any of these other traditions, and they're just really similar, and now we do them, you know?
Yeah.
And then there was a panel, and people asked a lot of questions. So we talked about like all these different like holidays, like Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, and
We gotta talk about those too.
they talked about Coco.
Oh, cool.
And
Nice. Nice.
yeah, I mean, it all just came up. It was like all over the place. Honestly, I looked at my wife at one point, and I was like, "Man, we are so far afield. Like, we're not talking about Christmas at all."
That's funny.
Well, like it is kind of a slippery slope. You kind of can't talk about one without incorporating all the others.
Yeah.
For sure. So like it is left field, but it's also not at the same time.
Easter Bunny. Right.
The eggs.
The eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of what we talk about, like with current Santa Claus, like specifically just Santa Claus, not Christmas, but just Santa Claus, is who's the guy who wrote Christmas Carol? Or no, Ghost of Christmas Past or whatever.
Yeah,
That's-
Christmas
is
Carol.
that a
That's
Christmas
Charles Dickens.
Yeah,
Charles
there you
Dickens.
go.
Yeah.
A lot of what we know about, or that we use for Santa Claus now, is like a result of just Charles Dickens' writings
Really?
about Christmas. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Like, because for a long time, Christmas had like died down as not like a major holiday. Like, people didn't celebrate it for like a couple hundred years. Wow. They were not that important. And so much going on in the world, you know, like traveling to the new world and all that stuff. People just didn't celebrate. And then Charles Dickens wrote a Christmas Carol, and it kind of like came into vogue again, and people started celebrating. And then one of the biggest things was Coca-Cola. Like, legit Coca-Cola is the reason that we celebrate Santa Claus the way he is now, with like the red coat and the white beard and all that stuff, and the polar bears, you know, like that's all.
Polar bears a big part of Christmas.
I mean, that's all. It's all just Coca-Cola, you know. Like,
So is that why red and white is so like Christmas coded? Because of Coca-Cola's branding?
yeah, I think so.
Because that was going to be my question as soon as he was done. Like, okay, so where's the red and white
Where'd he get the suit?
significance?
Did
Because I
Saint
do
Nicholas
like.
wear the suit?
I appreciate Christians going so hard with like, no, the red is the blood of Jesus. The white is the pure, that represents the purity that we are after him.
Just making
the
symbolism
evergreen Christmas
everywhere.
trees because it's everlasting light. Like we go hard in the paint to try to like, no, all of these symbols, like I'm gonna still do them because here's the new meaning. So I was wondering where the red and white came from. It's from capitalist greed.
Well,
right.
But the thing is like, so like in that debate, there was like a lot of talk about all of these meanings that we attribute to all of these symbols.
Yeah.
That maybe weren't even like Christian in the beginning, but like it's okay to give them all the symbolism, you know, like
Right.
it's fine, you know,
Right.
like red and white. Maybe it started off as Coca-Cola, but it doesn't matter.
My favorite was Christmas lights because Jesus is the light of the world. I was like, well, you
That's
didn't
why
work,
we do Christmas lights.
you didn't work too hard for that one.
All right, too easy there. Yeah, it's good.
Wow.
I always think of it like when we as created people tell stories, and even when we just do things like, you know, create a Santa Claus or Christmas lights or whatever, there's so much of the beauty of God's creation and his story that's just woven into everything we do. So like, you know, people are just constantly telling stories or making things that just end up pointing back to Jesus on accident because
Yeah.
like all of creation like ends up pointing back to him anyway.
Yeah,
And so I love when I'm reading a story and I'm like, this dude is definitely not a Christian, but like that's Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Jesus for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, C.S. Lewis talks about this, and he talks about, is it the Corn King
I don't know.
that he talks about?
Yeah.
Oh, let me look.
Beyond
it up
me,
real quick.
man.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
beyond me. You're the historian, Mr. Beanie Guy, or not Beanie Guy. Flat cap. Beanie could fit too, though. Like if he was wearing a beanie and like some big, like thick rim glasses, that could have a different vibe. It's
Yeah,
not-
but it can't have like the little fuzzy ball at the top.
no,
like
no
it's
fuzzy
just
ball, but just like a slouchy beanie.
yeah,
and like the
like charcoal gray.
like kind of hipstery. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I
It'd be
mean?
weird to visualize Reid as a hipster though,
But
but I think it's possible.
worth a shot.
I won't do it.
I will not.
I said no.
But yeah, Lewis has this idea of like the Corn King, where he talks about like all of these mythologies and all of these histories have stories of a Jesus-like figure as he calls him the dyer, like the one who dies for other people,
Okay, yeah.
right? And so like it's just that idea of like people inherently understand like the need for a savior, and so they have like they write these stories that are just like typifications of Christ without really knowing it,
Without realizing, like subconsciously realizing that like strong need for,
for
wow.
sure.
So cool. So even when we tell, I mean, a lot of Christmas stories, like Christmas movies or whatever, like end up having just, man, it's like, man, there's so much like good truth in here.
Yeah.
Like this ends up being really good, even if it's just like
They don't
a
say
stupid
Jesus,
Christmas movie.
right?
Yeah, they don't see Jesus or talk about God, but
Right,
talk
right.
about faith and belief, and man, there's a
Right.
lot of really good stuff.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's good stuff in there. So whether or not it's like, I don't know. We had this conversation with Halloween, but it's like whether or not it's like made to be this, there can be redeeming qualities about it. So
I have another side of the coin. Okay.
So you're gonna do the other argument?
No, I'm not. It's not the other argument, but it's just examining it from the other side. So there's this new Chronicles of Narnia. That's coming out, right?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's going to be a new Chronicles of Narnia and it's going to be directed by Greta Gerwig, right?
Gerwig, yeah.
Gerwig.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? So
Exactly.
she's like very staunchly not Christian. Like she's very opposed to it. And you can't really do Chronicles of Narnia without it, right? But people are giving this thing, like they're hyping it up, right? They're saying, I don't remember what the phrase was, but it was something like, it will change the way you view cinema forever.
Really? Somebody said that?
Yeah, I was told somebody said that. I haven't seen it myself, right?
What?
So, from the grapevine. But like, how can we have a cinematic experience of a like inherently Christian work that's being directed by a non-Christian that is like very opposed to it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I appreciate the idea of a non-Christian's take on a like supremely Christian concept,
Right?
Because there are some that turn out pretty good. I mean, The Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson wasn't like a Christian at the time of making it. I don't know what he says now or like kind of where he's at with Jesus per se, but I think a lot of people involved had encounters with Jesus through that, and like The Chosen is another one of those shows that's like not necessarily made by solely Christians, but like. Stuff happens there, and so it's like, I don't know, some of that's cool.
There's another, like Martin Scorsese has been doing this series called The Saints, where it's about all of these different martyrs and their stories.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Martin Scorsese really, but I didn't get the impression that he was a believer, so
I don't believe so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just looked up, so the new Chronicles of Narnia, it is called The Magician's Nephew.
Oh, they're starting with that one.
Yeah.
Weird.
So that's the first book in the series. Not the first one he wrote, but the first chronological.
Right. So it's going to release November 26th of 2026. And then it's going to go straight to Netflix a month later. So the plot.
Oh, they are releasing it in theaters? Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
It's the prequel showing how Narnia began, featuring Diggory Kirk and Polly Plummer. The tone is described as rock and roll Narnia, using contemporary music and aiming to be a major cultural event.
Cultural event. That was one of the things.
I'm going to call it now and say that this is going to be a bad musical and it's not going to really land but a musical in the same way that kind of Barbie was a musical, where they used music a lot to set the tone of what's happening, but not a musical
where everyone's singing all
where
the
everyone's
time.
like breaking out and sing. Breaking out song. I hold Chronicles of Narnia in such a special place in my heart, and I'm like kind of not looking forward to this.
Yeah. It's not done by Prime, it's done by Netflix, huh?
I don't think Netflix is doing it. It's just going to go straight to Netflix after the theater.
Well, I was concerned. I thought that Prime was doing it because Prime just butchered Rings of Power.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Prime Video. They made Rings of Power. They butchered it. And then they made Wheel of Time, which is one of my favorite fantasy series of all time. And they butchered that too. And so I thought,
let's do it again.
round 3, baby. So Chronicles of Narnia. I'm gonna be real sad if they butcher it. Which kind of I'm afraid they are.
We got less than a year now to find out
that's true.
how it turns out. So
I'll say one thing about Magician's Nephew. It's a story of the creation of like the world in Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
And one thing that I love about it is like in the Bible, it talks about how God created the world by speaking it into existence, right? In Lord of the Rings, Aule is like the main god, and he sings the world into creation with the assistance of like all of the I can't think what they're called now, but like all of the demigods. Like he creates all these like higher beings that help him sing the world into existence. And in Chronicles of Narnia, in The Magician's Nephew, Aslan sings the world into existence. So I just think it's super cool that like those all like they're all kind of like coincide.
Yeah.
Aslan's gonna like screamo the world into
rock and roll, baby. Santa's a thug and Aslan is an emo. An elder emo.
And with that, wish y'all a Merry Christmas. I said miss y'all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Leave a comment,
Leave a comment
please.
on YouTube and on Spotify. Let's win that award again next year. Come on. We'll see y'all next time.